Hey everyone, it's Cory McCarthy and thank you for tuning in. I thought I'd give you guys another update, hopefully the last update in this sort of series that I'm doing on the coronavirus. As a little recap, as probably all of you know, but there might be some new viewers to the channel now, I was exposed to the coronavirus by a gentleman who exposed a number of others, and some have been confirmed to have the virus. But I was exposed back on the 11th. I began showing symptoms. It was like lethargy, breathing issues, coughing, that sort of thing. But really the symptoms that surfaced after the exposure was the breathing issues and a little bit of lethargy, and that was around the 15th. I had contacted the health department of New York to get a test on the 16th, but never heard word. I've since actually contacted them on the 28th as well, and still no word about a test. The gentleman who exposed me passed away on the 21st, if I'm not mistaken, Saturday the 21st. I'm just going off the top of my head. I don't have a calendar sitting in front of me, but it was a Saturday. And so basically for the last couple of weeks, really until about this Monday, I have been experiencing like a fluctuation of symptoms. I mean, I've been generally under the weather. I've had what feels like a tightness in my lungs. And I felt like when I was breathing, I might have been getting like somewhere around maybe 90% oxygen capacity at best. On the last Friday, I was, actually it was early morning Saturday, I was awoken to worse breathing symptoms than I've had before, and I actually considered going to the hospital. But upon sitting up and just getting some cool water and just kind of chilling a little bit, just relaxing upright, I was able to breathe steadily enough that I kept myself from going to the hospital. Now, as I've said in previous videos, the reason why I don't want to go to the hospital is I don't know if I actually have COVID-19. This could have just been some kind of a bad cold, bad allergy, some combination. I don't know. But my thing is, since I don't know, I didn't want to go to a hospital, and I still wouldn't, and risk myself to, exposure to a large viral load. And have this be like a cold or something, and then have comorbidity, which can be fatal with COVID-19. So that's why I've been trying my best to avoid the hospital. Now, as of Saturday itself, I started taking Mucinex, which is it contains a cough suppressant, but it's actually an expectorant itself. And I found that helped me breathe a bit better. And I continued taking Mucinex through Monday, even though on Monday I felt like my symptoms on the breathing side of things at least were getting better. They improved even more so by Tuesday, and even more so by yesterday. And today I feel about, I'd say 98% breathing capacity, because it just kind of gradually got better from the tail end of the weekend into the midweek. Now, I still have a bit of a cough, but it's not as incessant as it was before, and it's more or less just to clear my throat. I also have a stuffed up nose, because I got some, nasal congestion about late last week sometime. It kind of kicked in. And that's not really a symptom of COVID, but I'm throwing it out there anyway because it came in late last week. But beyond that, I think I'm on the mend. I think I'm getting better. Again, I don't even know if I had COVID-19. I'd like to know, because I would go donate blood for that serum treatment that they're talking about, where people who have antibodies in their blood could donate their blood to extract the antibodies to help people who are suffering with this. But I don't know if I have it, and no one wants to test me. Even when things got worse and I called on the 28th and requested another test, I haven't heard shit, and it's been like 5 days. So that's where I stand right now. For the moment, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better than I have felt in the last 2.5 weeks. You guys don't know how much you'll miss breathing, literally. You take breathing for granted until you can't breathe properly, even just, a bit improperly, and you will, you'll miss the ability to breathe. So I'm elated right now that I actually am relatively back to normal. Although I'm still kind of, so I'm kind of monitoring, and I'm certainly still not going anywhere because I've heard this virus can live in the body, for at least a week, if not more, past when somebody's symptoms, cut off. And my symptoms haven't fully cut off yet. So I'm still staying inside. I don't want to expose anybody to this who may not have been exposed yet. But yeah, that's where I stand. And I really wanted to do this video to give you guys some advice from somebody who may very well have had this, who was certainly exposed, and that was confirmed. And that is, I found Mucinex DM works, which contains a active ingredient called guaifenesin. I think I'm pronouncing that properly. But I don't know if everyone in every country has Mucinex, so you might want to ask what a similar drug might be, an OTC, over-the-counter drug would be in wherever you're from. Perhaps drop the drug name guaifenesin and see if they have anything similar to that. I'll spell it out in the description of this video so you guys can better locate it yourselves, search for it yourselves. But yeah, that I've been loading up on vitamin C for the last. Well, I always do that because I take it before my workout because it helps prevent the breakdown of nitric oxide. So I've been loading up on vitamin C as a performance aid all this time, even before I was sick. Of course, I get plenty of zinc from diet. I also get zinc from vitamins, and and zinc, as I've shown in videos before, can help boost immunity potentially. I think it was by about 33%. Beyond that, I've been dousing my food in pepper and garlic. There is some research to demonstrate that both might have some benefits to immunity. Again, just some research. It's not like it's conclusive. I'm not trying to say that any of this is a cure. I'm just saying this is what I have done. And I basically have just thrown everything I can at this and just gotten a lot of rest and taken it easy. And really, that's it. Trying to keep panic down, trying to avoid the news because the news does induce anxiety, and that can lower your immunity and make you become psychosomatic symptoms as well, and you might think you're worse off than what you really are. So I've found that by avoiding the news of late, I've been as much as I possibly can, I have been better in that regard. But anyway, that was the point of this video. I just wanted to give you guys an update so that you I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, have been wondering how I'm doing. I've gotten some comments and some messages asking me how I'm doing, so I figured I would do a video for those that are curious, and perhaps for those who might be feeling sick, maybe some of these tricks and things that I've done successfully you might find will work for you or help you through. But I will advise that if you are getting really bad, if you feel yourself declining, go to the hospital, okay? Because this virus can just snap on you like that. You do not want to let yourself just go off the deep end suddenly and find yourself not able to breathe enough to even make an emergency phone call, especially if you live alone, So yeah, just take care of yourselves, be vigilant, and I'm wishing you all the best. And I'm hoping the best, and I'm hoping this can clear up soon so we can all get back to our normal lives. Maybe that's a pipe dream, but, one can hope, right? Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully back to normal sort of content. I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, who knows? Maybe I can get really sick suddenly in the next week. God forbid. But, anything's possible at this point in time. These are very uncertain times. Anyway, take care, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.